When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. To get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
It's all offense, all the time. Looking to land the hook. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
Breathe and relax. Breathe and relax. Right.
Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? All right, breathe, focus, just
Nothing stupid. All right. Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round.
relax. Breathe and relax. All right, this next round, I just want you to get...
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every time he gets close, tie him up, grab a hold of him. Good. Right. In this next round, I want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
Keep moving, keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every
Round. Just get through this round. Get on the end of the jab. Keep stepping.
All right, this next round, I just want you to get through the round. Just get through the round.
Gets close, tie him up, grab a hold of him. Good. Right.
Just get through this next round. Keep on the end of the jab.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round. Just get...
Time he gets close, tie him up, grab hold of him. All right, this next round, I just...
And back.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Both of these fighters have the conditioning. Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Sergio Martinez is rocked. He had his moment, but has it gone by? Maravilla in some trouble here. Sergio Martinez is dazed. Takes a deep breath, but right back into the line of fire he goes.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. Both men step back for just a moment. Timing beats speed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. He's landed everything he's got, but he can't get him out of there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know.
Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. He was in big trouble there, but looks like he's recovered.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because
Sergio Martinez is rocked. Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
that is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do.
Win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. City centers hella cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant the strallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid.
It is fully packed here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and we're going old school tonight here inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It is Carl the Cobra Froch, 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. Carl the Cobra Froch, a super middleweight multi-time world champion. Saul Canelo Alvarez. The Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world.
Welcome inside. And there's the bell to start the round. Nice lead hook. Nice uppercut. The most difficult punch to land clean, and he just did it there. Those counter punches have to hurt. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And it appears he won it. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. The pound for pound king, Canelo is down. Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. Maybe he does. Will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're not fighting coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure.
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Breathe. Come on. Suck it up. Breathe.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Only catching air with that hook. No rest for the weary. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter told us yesterday if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers just want to mull you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is good. They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they?
Not a lot of punch. They are going to surrender. No mock. Well, the corner is... Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. One of the best to ever do it. Carl, the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And they'll be facing Roy Jones Jr., 180 centimeters tall, and he weighed in right on 159 pounds.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get him.
Carl, the Cobra Froch, one of the... Here...
This bout is scheduled.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a pro... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
They figure out the combination to this safe. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That hook had to hurt. Look at that left jab. Nice hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Froch in that. And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
Nice hook. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That right hook won't score. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. Let's talk about Froch in that. They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That jab had to hurt. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. They both want the knockout. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. We wanted action, and they are giving us action.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now.
Oh, he's gone.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And down goes Jones Jr. So it's plan B time after being knocked down. And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Big whiff with the right hook. They're both trying for a knockout. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. scores. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
You've been put down. You've got...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's gonna happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They exchange punches. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Just missed with that hook.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that much above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. A lot of effort being exerted here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about thoughts in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Punch caught him clean. Jab slightly off target. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Well, he's back up, but now what, Johnny?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to block him.
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. So it's onward and upward after a knockout win.
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made me to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start a fresh start again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Need to escape, need to escape. It's too much weight, it's too much weight on me. Could I just be free? I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start a fresh start again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Can't keep doing the same. Time to bring out again. And so give us a chance.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard tipping the scales at the limit, 160 pounds. He's got a reach of 70.5 inches. And facing him here, Carl Froch, 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach.
Oh my goodness, look at the reach difference there. That reach is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if that jab is you...
Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5 different weight classes, including the undisputed welterweight title. His hometown is Wilmington, North Carolina. Carl the Cobra.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. There's a counter shot. Usually you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn when you're fighting, Johnny, but that's certainly the case today with the sun blazing.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. Want to cool you down, want to ice you back, want to give you instructions in your head, and want to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You'd like to see more jabs. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. That hook was off target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Look at him, Maxwell. Don't let him get back into this fight. Come on, you've got this. It's so important that we...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
That uppercut misses. Right hook just missed. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bring in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. You know... And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight.
Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Sugar Ray is down on the canvas. So he's back up on his feet, but can he get back into this fight?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, push it off, get on with the job.
Just keep on the job and then let your shots go. Don't let him get back into this fight. Confidence is going to be stressing out his back. Keep whacking into the body. On top of him. Don't let him get back in his fight. Don't let him get back in. He's going to be stressing about his best thing, man. Keep whacking into the body. Keep taking away that air. And every time he's telling him, it's the season to this fight. It's so important now when he first moves. Next step.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Frustrate them. Make them walk into a shot.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Sugar Ray's in trouble. So he's back on his feet, but the judges aren't going to give him this round for sure.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Boy, this next round is... And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Both men step back for just a moment. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. That left hook missed. That hook just can't find the target. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He got out of the way of that right hook. Crotch in trouble. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Talk about crotch in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Right hook catching air. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Oh, Foch seeing cobwebs. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. What a huge momentum. And there's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Missing with that right hook. Hook misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last. They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until the senses have come back.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine what they do. They're the size of an average man.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with the hook. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming.